There is a YouTuber out there making over $40,000 a month teaching people how to play pickleball. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how he does this and how you can replicate his business model to build your own profitable YouTube channel. So the channel is called That Pickleball Guy. And to be honest, the business model is very simple. All he does is post YouTube videos, those YouTube videos get views, and then a percentage of those viewers turn into paid subscribers of his school community. And we can take a look at that school community here. It's called That Pickleball School. He has over 1,100 members and charges $39 a month for it. So you can do the maths. $39 a month times 1,100 members equals over $40,000 per month he's making from his school community alone. That doesn't even include the amount of money he's probably making from AdSense or from sponsorships. That is purely from this one school community. Now, why is pickleball such a genius topic to create a whole YouTube channel around? Well, for starters, we can have a look at the Google Trends for the term pickleball. And as you can see, in the last 5 years, the popularity of the sport has exploded. This is showing the popularity of the term pickleball in September 2020 compared to today, September 2025. And some of you may even know that it is also the fastest growing sport in the United States. So creating a YouTube channel around this sport is genius because the popularity is very high, but because it's such a new sport, the competition is very low for channels creating content about it. So he was a channel that got in quite early and was one of the first to create content around pickleball, making him an authority early on in the space, which is why his channel has grown so big. And we can have a look actually at the stats for his channel right here. In the past 28 days alone, his channel has got over 1 million views, and in the last year, it's got almost 10 million views on this channel. And if you were to just say 0.0001% of those 1 million viewers per month turned into paid subscribers of his community, well, that means he'd be adding $3,900 onto his income every single month, which is probably not far off what he's actually doing, and is probably the reason why he is the #1 growing school community in sports. But what kind of content is he actually creating? The key is in creating educational content that makes the viewer go, wow, if this is his free content, imagine what his paid content is like. And that's exactly what he does. But from doing my research, I found that there was 4 different types of educational content that he's creating. The first type of content is problem-solving content. And this is the type of content that is going to drive most of the views on his channel. Now, the goal with your problem-solving content is very simple. It just needs to solve specific problems the viewer may have. So if we have a look at the 2 examples I've used there, the 6 overlooked mistakes destroying your game. It's very clear what the video is going to be about. And then the other one, these 5 kitchen mistakes are ruining your game. Again, it's a very specific problem that the viewer may have that he is going to solve with this video. Now, the reason this content is good is because it means the viewer will be able to see that he is experienced at what he's talking about, which means this is the best content for promoting his paid community. Because as we said earlier, the goal with the content is to make the viewer go, wow, if this is free, imagine what paying for working with him would be like. And that is why the problem-solving content will be the majority of the content that he is creating. The second type of content that I found that he is creating is what I call match breakdowns. Now, these videos get a lot less views, but I imagine they have a much higher conversion rate into his paid community because they provide a lot of value and show a much deeper insight into what working with him would actually look like. And again, this is showing even more how experienced he is with pickleball. And I also noticed on his school community, he gives free match breakdowns to annual subscribers. So this is good promotion for that service because it's basically showing exactly what the viewer will get if they pay for his annual subscription. The third type of educational content that I found he's creating is what I call insights from pros. Now, this type of content is called trend jacking, which is where you are capitalizing on familiarity and relevance to create your content. So in this case, for this video, a 46-minute strategy session with Annalie Waters, he's using the popularity and recognizability of a pro to drive views to his channel, because there's probably lots of pickleball players out there that wouldn't know his channel, don't know his name, but they would know Annalie Waters because she's the #1 women's pickleball player in the world. And again, with this video, 7 strategies to use when playing pickleball with a lefty, featuring Tanner Tomasi, who, if you don't know, is another pickleball content creator. So there may be many people out there that know Tanner's name, know Tanner's channel, but don't know That Pickleball Guy. So he's driving the viewers from Tanner's channel to his own channel. And then the fourth type of educational content he's creating is called gear reviews. Now, these probably don't have a high conversion rate to paid subscribers, which is why I noticed he's not posting too many of these types of videos, because they're just not as valuable as those other types of content. But they will provide another income stream, as the companies whose gear he's reviewing will pay to promote their products. Now, let's quickly take a watch of his most recent video that he posted, just to have a look at how he converts viewers into paid subscribers of his community.
This is Bo. He's 9 years old, and when I asked him how good his serve was, he didn't hesitate. So for 30 minutes, I gave him a serving lesson, and we searched for that one or two things that would turn his 5 into something more. And in the process, Bo learned how to pick a target and the power behind it, how to add power without losing control, and how to create that perfect pro-level sweet spot sound.
Immediately in those 25 seconds, you're already hooked, because now you want to learn how he's turned this kid's serve from a 5 out of 10 into something more. But the key is that he doesn't tell you how he does this with the kid's serve. You have to keep watching to find out the different steps that he implements to improve his serve. And this is known as a curiosity gap. He's revealed enough information so you know the context of what the video is going to be about, but you have to keep watching to learn the actual specifics. In this case, how does he actually improve his serve? Now, this type of content is great for promoting his school community because it gives an insight into what working with him would actually look like. You know, the student's going from a bad server to a good server, and that's something that many of the viewers watching will aspire to be like. And once they see that he's been able to turn this kid's serve from a bad serve into a good serve, they'll want Kyle to also transform their serve as well. And how can they do this? By signing up to his school community. Let's keep watching.
And if you've ever wanted to serve with more accuracy, more pace, and more confidence, this video will show you how. And right when I thought I'd seen the best he had, Bo hit a shot that made us both go nuts.
Again, another curiosity gap. Bo hit a shot that made us both go nuts. The viewer's suddenly thinking, what is that shot? You have to keep watching to find out what the shot was.
I mean, you can't script this stuff. And hey, if you don't know me, I'm Kyle Kazuda. I went from a 3-5 rec player to APP Tour 2-time medalist in about 3 years.
Right there, he's positioned himself as an authority and immediately makes the viewer think, this guy knows what he's talking about.
And now I run thatpickleballschool.com, where over 1,000 players are learning how to win more games by playing strategically. And if you want to check that out, we have a 7-day free trial running right now, and the link is in the description.
And then he actually promotes his school community in the intro, which is something that you don't see very often. Normally people will wait to the end, but I actually think this is genius, because a lot of the time with videos, viewers won't reach the end of the video. For whatever reason, people lose interest, whatever. But by promoting it in the intro, he's getting the highest percentage of viewers seeing that promotion to his school community. And he's also providing proof that it works. Over 1,000 members. And again, all this is done in less than 1 minute into the video. You're hooked into watching the video. You know why you should listen to him, why he's an authority, and you've also got the promotion to his school community. He's done all those things in less than 1 minute, which is genius. So how do you replicate what this YouTuber has done to create a profitable YouTube channel that we are interested in? Well, there are 4 pillars that determine whether the content that we're talking about is profitable, and I'm going to go through them with you right now. The first pillar is skill-based learning. So we are looking at building an educational YouTube channel, which means what we are talking about must involve teachable skills that people can improve at, because skills that are purely mental or abstract are much harder to monetize. And a good way to measure whether what you're talking about is a good skill to be talking about, you need to ask the question, can someone be measurably better at this in 30 to 90 days? So some good examples of skills like this could be photography, where you're teaching camera techniques or selling premium editing courses, or guitar, where you can teach basic chords or sell an advanced music theory community, or fitness, where you can teach home workouts or sell personalized coaching. The second pillar is intense pain points. People must be actively struggling and seeking solutions with that skill they are trying to learn that you are teaching. And you can find out whether this is the case with your niche by just searching on YouTube and seeing how other YouTubers' videos are doing in your niche. Remember, the bigger the pain point, the more people will pay for solutions. And the third pillar is a passionate community. Your niche needs to have people that identify strongly with its activity. They may use terminology, have dedicated forums, or buy equipment or products related to the niche. These people will pay premium prices for improvement. And the fourth pillar is proven spending behavior. There needs to be evidence that people already spend money in this space. So identify YouTubers in your niche and look for courses or coaching or equipment or books or events that they are selling, and make notes of what they are selling and how well it is selling. This is all going to be information that we can use when it comes time to actually creating our own product. Now, if there's no existing market, it doesn't mean you can't make money. It just means you'll have to create a market, but this is much harder. What niche you choose to talk about is obviously all dependent on what experience you have, but I can guarantee that every single one of us has experience in something. I mean, in my last video, I showed how someone was making over $39,000 a month teaching people how to surf on YouTube. There are so many different avenues. What I want you to take away is this. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be 1 to 2 steps ahead of where your viewer is. And that's everything. If you want to learn more about how to grow a profitable educational YouTube channel, I've created a free email course where for the next 2 weeks, I'll send you daily YouTube advice on how to grow a channel. And the link will be in the description if you want to sign up to that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.